Hi, thank you for tuning into They Love Fee, where we talk about different lifestyle tips, tricks, and advice for women in relationships. Today, we're going to talk about how you stop being toxic. Okay, so now I know that everybody has their toxic ways. I see you, sis. Don't act like you don't. You know you do. We all have our toxic ways. But hopefully these things will help you kind of get a better control or grasp if you see that your toxic traits may be harming your relationships, your friendships, things like that. So the first thing that you want to do is to focus on yourself and your values. So what I mean by that is do to those as you want done to yourself. So the thing that a lot of toxic people tend to do is expect from other people things that they don't give to them. So that's like the golden rule. Do to those that you want done to yourself. You do not want to expect someone to put you on a pedestal up here and you put them on a pedestal down here. It'll never work. I mean, you may get situations like that work for a while, but it won't successfully work because you have to put people on the same pedestal. You have to put people to the same regard as you want to be put. So, and they have to put you back and vice versa. So expect to get the same type of feedback that you offer those. If you're a blunt person, expect people to give you blunt feedback. You can't be out here and telling people how you feel, but then when they tell you how they feel, your feelings are hurt. That just doesn't work. Okay, sis, it's not gonna work. Okay, no one is gonna be okay with that. People want to be able to bounce or be able to tell you how they feel without with knowing that you are going to respect their opinion in those matters. Okay, so my first thing is to always follow the golden rule: do to those as you would want done to yourself. So that's what I would do first. The next thing I would do is active listening. So my favorite saying when I have an attitude and I'm not really listening to what somebody is saying and they say, "Are you listening to me?" I hear you. I hear exactly what you're saying, but in that moment, I'm not listening to you. What you're saying is going in one ear and right out the other. The next way to get rid of that toxic energy is to practice active listening. Stop talking. I know that we all want to defend ourselves, or we all are very passionate about what we feel. You may really be right in this situation, and that's totally fine, but sometimes take a step back from being right and just listen to how the other person may be feeling. Listen to the cues that they've made. Listen to the different things that they've said, because you may not be right, sis. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you're not always right. So listen to other people, and I mean really listen to them. Like, don't just take what they say and react. Listen to what they're saying. Listen to how they feel. Listen to what this may have meant to them, so then you can fully give them an answer, so it doesn't become an argument, or it doesn't become an issue, or maybe this person doesn't feel belittled, or now we're not having the static because you listened. And sometimes, truthfully, honestly, a lot of times people just want to hear themselves talk. I work in customer service. I used to be a manager. The first thing you do when a person escalates is let them get it all out, okay? Let them say what they want to say. I am your punching bag for the next 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Give it to me, you know? Tell me how you feel. Tell me how I'm a bad friend. Tell me how you feel about this and this and this and that. Get it all out, because honestly, you're holding on to something that you clearly need to get out off of your chest. So let people say what they want to say. Don't always just react. So that's my second thing, is active listening. The third thing you want to do is drop the ego at the door. Okay, so I know, we know everybody deserves the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? Everybody puts themselves at the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you should do, because that's how you become a confident person. But in order to be in different relationships, you also have to respect other people's top of the top. They may also put themselves at the top of the top. So you can't always be right. Sometimes you gotta be wrong, and sometimes I promise you are. So don't always think that what you're saying is necessarily right and what everyone else is saying is necessarily wrong. Drop the ego at the door, because you can't keep that type of thing and withhold relationships. Sometimes you have to admit that you're wrong. Say it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not an I'm sorry type of person. I apologize. I'm not a sorry person, but I apologize. I hate that I made you feel that way. Is there a way that I can make it any better? And don't be one of those people who just say, I hate that you feel like that. No, I hate that I made you feel like that. Or if you don't agree, I hate that I made you feel that way. I apologize that I made you feel that way. Now, can I tell you how I feel? You know, drop the ego at the door. You are not the friend that everyone is not going to die without having you as a friend. So if you want to have friends, you have to be able to drop the ego. Be a good person. Be a fair person. Listen to other people. Understand that it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to embrace your flaws. It's okay to say that you're not perfect. No one's perfect. Your friend can't be perfect. You're not perfect. You can't live up to the standard that you are trying to put your friend to as well. That leads me into my next thing. Put work into the relationship. So a lot of times people want friendships and they don't want to put the legwork into friendships. They want friends that put the legwork in for them. It's a little toxic. When you're going into relationships, friendships, things like that, the whole point of that is to be selfless, not selfish. You shouldn't expect other people to do the legwork for the relationship, because then it won't be a relationship. Then you're going to fall off. Now you guys are not really friends. The thing that you want to do is you want to put in some of that legwork as well. I am avid at picking up my phone and at least asking. I may not call, but I text and say, oh, I hope you're doing good, or social media, hey girl, I miss you, things like that, just so you know that I am missing you. My really close friends, I try to take at least, because I'm not one of those friends that stay up under my friends or go around my friends all the time. At least once a month, I try to call all my friends and at least have a little phone conversation for at least 30 minutes to an hour. So now I know we've caught up on each other's lives, and they can feel that I still care about them as well as them caring about me. Go to your friends' events. Those things make people feel like you care. Don't be that person who wants everybody to be reaching out to them, coming to their events. It gets mad when people don't show up, but then when it's your turn to reciprocate that energy, you can't do it. Because see, in that instance, then you're going to lose a lot of friends, because friends support friends. We're all supporting everyone right now. And I speak as a Black woman. I'm here supporting Black businesses every day. That's something that I'm really big on right now. So, reciprocate that energy. You want to reciprocate that energy. You want to make other people feel like you would do the same for them, because then they're going to do it 10 times fold for you. And now we can build each other up, and now we both can go to the top. Don't be the hating friend. Nobody likes the hating friend. Nobody wants to be around the person who doesn't want anyone to make it. Don't do that. Support your friends, build your friends up, especially ladies, Black ladies, to be specific. We have come from a culture where women have constantly torn each other down, and we need to fully embrace building each other up. We are a force to be reckoned with. Black women and women in general. We were told to be the bottom dog. We can build each other to take over or do anything that we want to do. But you have to take yourself outside of that selfish box. You cannot try to bring other people down out of yourself. We can't be crabs in a barrel. We have to be lifting each other up. I can say it over and over again. I really could, because so many people get so caught on being selfish that you get it 10 times fold when you help the next person. You aren't going to miss out on something, and maybe you may miss out on something small right now, but later on that may pay off for something bigger, 10 times bigger. So always support your friends. Always call your friends. Mental support. People are going through things personally. We're going through a pandemic right now. Everybody needs someone to talk to. You want to give. Don't be that person who just calls and tells their problems but never listens to someone else's. If your friend has problems, ask them how their day is going. Ask them what they have going on. Make sure that you're being attentive to them as you would want them to be to you. Do to those as you would want done to yourself. The golden rule. I mean, we're going to lead back to that, because that's the most important thing. You have to give to those and give into relationships what you want to receive in relationships. They won't just snap their fingers and work like that. And the last thing you want to do is stay curious. Ask questions. If you have friends and they have things going on, don't always lead back to you, but sometimes ask them about things that they have going on. Ask them about their businesses. Ask them about, and pay attention also to how they say you make them feel. If your friend expresses something to you and they tell you that this is something that bothers me, or they tell you that this is a situation that didn't rub me the right way, maybe you should work on not doing that again. Don't let it go in one ear and out the other. Stay curious about your relationships, the different friendships you have. Make sure that you're still listening, and because you can listen to someone and still not put what they said to you into effect. Like, you don't change the behavior that they said bothered them. Or you just maybe you change it today, but then in 2 weeks you do it again. Those things are not helping your friendships. You need to stay curious about the different things that they want you, or they say that trigger them. Everybody has triggers, and you can't know what those triggers are if you don't take the time to listen to what people have to say. Thank you for watching my video. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to comment those. If you have any video ideas, comment below. Thank you for tuning in to They Love Fee, and peace, love, and happiness.